What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Gear Breaker Nation, where we give excellent assessment and reviews. In this video, we're going to be reviewing 50 Shades of Black. Now, 50 Shades of Black is a 2016 parody comedy film, and it follows this girl named Hannah Steele, who's this college student who ends up getting into this relationship with this rich entrepreneur named Christian Black. And all kinds of wacky things end up happening in the mix. And I have to literally say, Marlon Wayans is... I just don't like you no more. This movie is freaking terrible. And not only is it terrible, it's just, it's awful mixed with terrible. As if terrible had like a disaster love child or something. This movie was just completely ridiculous. It was completely stupid. First, this story, I didn't mind the story because I actually did like the premise of 50 Shades of Grey, and this movie pretty much takes that same story and flips it on its head. I didn't really mind the story too much, but I did not like, it was more of the characters and the over-the-top humor that I really hated. Me personally, I didn't mind Callie Hawk as Hannah. I actually liked the character. I liked the fact that she was ditzy, and it did make some really comedic moments in my eyes that I actually appreciated. Not to mention, she's completely hot. I did enjoy Hawk's performance as Hannah, and I think they did a great job of parodying Anastasia Steele from 50 Shades of Grey. It was pretty much Marlon Wayans and everybody else that just completely just ruined this film for me. But having said that, Marlon Wayans completely just killed this movie for me. Not only was most of the things and stuff that he said just completely stupid, completely over the top, did take little to no brain power to actually come up with. It was just completely, he did everything, he does just like he does in every freaking movie, just act like a dumbass. And I really did not like him in almost no part of this film. There was nothing likable about him. This man has been known to play some pretty serious roles, and he does play comedy really good, but this movie just was just it. I could not stand him in this film. Most of the other characters, I really couldn't stand either. Katisha, she was over the top. All she talked about was sex, and it got on my nerves. It was like, okay, I understand this is a parody, but you're shoving it in my face. It's like, okay, here, laugh, laugh, laugh. This is a joke. And it's like, Lord have mercy, I understand. Now, I will say there were some pretty hilarious moments. Most of the hilarious moments came from Hannah's character, or something she did, or something somebody else said to her. But Marlon Wayans, it's like they did not even think. Now, I understand you're parodying this. I understand things will be over the top, but you could be clever about some of the stuff. Like, some of the stuff in the film was clever. Most of the stuff was just ridiculous. Like the first minute where you see Marlon Wayans jogging through the park, and he ends up, and it's just like a tribute to to 50 Shades of Grey. Like in the first 5 minutes of 50 Shades of Grey, you got Christian Grey jogging, then he gets in his Lexus new car, whatever it was, he gets a new suit and stuff. Like, that right there was pretty cool. And I like the fact that this film did pay tribute to that, but made it funny. And that's like really the only funny moment that Marlon Wayans actually had that was actually like creative and like he actually thought of, and it was actually pretty funny. But the rest of the film was just utterly ridiculous in so many ways. Now, I'm not going to try to spoil this, but for those who've seen 50 Shades of Grey, there are two instances where Anastasia is in an elevator and Christian and her say each other's name, and then the door closes in between them. Now, this film ended up doing that, and they parodied it, and they did it in the most annoying way. I'm just gonna say, dude, you was absolute garbage in this film. I don't want to see any more comedies. You completely killed it for me. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie. I am not going to lie when I do this. 50 Shades of Black deserves a 1 out of 5. If I could go lower, if I could say 0 out of 5, I would have done it. If I would have said that this film needs to be buried 6 feet deep, I would have said it. But as low as I go is a 1, so it gets a 1 out of 5. I've never been so pissed off at a movie for being just that stupid. I mean, I have, but them rare and few in between. This movie just ticked it. This is like the worst movie at the beginning of the freaking year too. Lord have mercy. Anyways, guys, let me know. Did y'all find this movie to be funny? Like I said, I will give it. There was some funny moments, but for the most part, the movie was stupid. Did y'all enjoy this movie? Did you think the movie was stupid? Did you think the movie was funny? Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next edition of Gear Breaker Nation. Keep those gears turning.